Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis has essentially told 2 school districts that they will be defunded as a result of their mask mandates. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis happens to be one of the right-wing governors in the country that has implemented a ban on mask mandates and has threatened the funding of various school districts that insist on implementing one. Now, there has been a spike in new coronavirus cases in states like Florida. The entire state of Florida is a massive COVID hotspot. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Some of the counties have declared a state of emergency. Places like Orlando are urging people to conserve water so they have enough water to provide treatment to the patients that are hospitalized. Now, the Florida Education Commissioner, Richard Corcoran, announced that the department has withheld funds in the amount of monthly school board members' salaries from the Alachua and Broward County districts for implementing mask mandates that parents do not have the option to opt out of, violating a state order. The withholding of funds will continue monthly until each school board complies with state law and rules, the statement said. But what's also relevant to this story is the fact that federal judges have already weighed in on the notion of these mask mandate bans. A judge in Florida ruled last week that DeSantis's executive order was without legal authority and that school boards could issue mask mandates, siding with a group of parents who sued the governor. The administration has vowed to appeal, and in the meantime, they're just completely ignoring that ruling. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is from the party of law and order. So Republicans pretended that they cared about local rule. They don't. All they care about is power. If wherever they have control, they'll kill power below them and above them. So, and to the side of them. So, governor wins, Democrat wins the governorship in North Carolina, Wisconsin. The Republican legislature strips them of their power. So court tells you you can't do that. DeSantis is like, I don't care, we're lawless. We don't care about law and order at all. I'm just gonna ignore it. Oh, the local school boards, the guys that I told you my whole life as a conservative, oh, the locals should rule, locals should rule. I don't give a damn about what local parents think, what local school boards think. I don't care about them at all. I got my political career to worry about. I'm taking away their power. And so, wouldn't it matter what the situation is if you were a reasonable, logical person who cared about your own citizens and voters? Well, of course it would matter. So for example, in California, for a while, coronavirus was gone. There was only, like literally in a giant city with 12 million people, there was only about 200 cases a day, right? And so that was wonderful, and that was before the Delta variant hit. And sometimes the kids would go without masks. Kids are not that much at risk. There was almost no cases left. I was perfectly fine with that. Now, well, the Delta variant is ripping through the country. And they're killing at unbelievable rates for the unvaccinated. And yes, even the vaccinated are getting sick. And yes, even kids are getting sick. So if my school board says, hey, we did a ton of work on this and our recommendation is a mask mandate, which is true in LA. My kids go to public school, they have mask mandates. I'm thrilled about it. And now, by the way, this same thing could happen in California because there's this dumb recall happening. If Larry Elder wins, he's probably gonna take away, probably gonna do the same exact thing DeSantis did. And all of a sudden, we all have to worry about our kids because now there'll be unmasked people all over the schools. Now, my kids are relatively healthy, knock on wood, right? But there's some parents who have kids with significant health issues.
Yep.
And they could wear a mask, but to protect themselves, but it's not perfect by any shot, especially if there's people without a mask. Look, I'll tell you one more story. There's a case of an unvaccinated teacher. I don't care about vaccination or masks. And he read to a classroom. Half the kids got sick. Because he was reading out loud. They all got coronavirus. All the front rows. Guys, I know we can't ever get through these right wingers.
No, they're pro-life, Cenk. They're pro-life. They're so pro-life. In reality, they're anti-choice. They're not really pro-life, as we can see.
If you have HIV and you take your blood and smear it on someone or somehow get it like spit in their mouth or something like that, you're endangering their life, right? If in this case, it's not spitting, it's not blood, it's the breathing, it's the talking, it's the singing, that's what endangers people. And they're like, I don't care, man. I got the right to breathe all over you and make you as sick as I want. No, you don't. But here we are. And DeSantis goes, I don't care, I'm lawless. And whatever you know how many cases there are now in Florida? Every day, over 16,000 people get hospitalized.
Looks like freedom to me.
They're #1 in the country for worst outbreak out of all 50 states. They beat Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. They're #1. Every day, 16,000 new people go to the hospital because they have coronavirus. And DeSantis is like, what name so? I don't see it. I don't see it. How's my polling doing in Republican presidential primaries? Ooh, I was up, I'm leading. How am I doing? Oh, the Republican voters love stupid. Let's do this, right? The selfishness is unbearable. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.